Hello guys, you're welcome to another video. Please ignore that sound you are hearing. That's somebody mowing. In fact, let me show you who is. There's a guy across the street right there, blowing leaves with the blower. So that's where they're coming from. Anyway guys, welcome, especially Kenyans. I want to talk about the president's speech. You see, my fascination with this thing, some of you will be wondering that why is a Nigerian talking about these things? Why is a Nigerian doing this thing, so interested in Kenya? Listen, it never happens. Whatever is going on in Kenya right now, the protests, the concession by the president and everything, all of that does not happen in Nigeria. I'm fascinated by it. That's why I talk about it. And some of you in the comments have asked for my opinion. What do I think? No, I have no opinion. I'm just an observer. Because at the end of the day, I want to let Nigerians see. I want to let Nigerians see the power of the people. You guys are not up to 100 million in Kenya, I think. But in Nigeria, we are about 230 million. We cannot do anything. We can't do anything. We can't do jack. Okay. Anyway, so I have a few points here from the president's speech. You see, it is as a Nigerian and as an African, we have to understand, because sometimes we see protests in Europe, we see protests in South America. It works. Okay, it works. The finance bill was quickly crushed. Okay, the finance bill was quickly crushed. Now, listen, I'm sorry guys, I have to move this camera. Now, Ruto, in his announcement today, in his address speech today, now listen to some of the things he said. The government will support those that lost their lives and injured. He has finally admitted that people have lost their lives. Okay, and if you go back to my video, one of my videos here, where I was saying that he needs to compensate, the government needs to compensate those that are injured, and then compensate the families of those that have been killed. Now, he has admitted that. Guys, I'm happy. Don't blame me. I'm just happy that this thing is happening. Although it doesn't happen in Nigeria, I'm happy to see it happening in Kenya. By extension, maybe people like us, when we talk like this and show Nigerians that it is possible, maybe it can be done. Hi, good morning. Good. So, he acknowledged that death and injuries. He acknowledged the deaths and injuries of Kenyans and admitted that one life lost is a life too many. That is from President Ruto in his address. One life lost is a life too many. Do you remember during that interview with the journalist where he was arguing between 20, the journalists were telling him it's about 24 people that died. He said it's 19. But now, due to the protest of Gen Z, oh my God, Gen Z of Kenya, I don't know what I can do for you. I don't know what I can do for you. The only thing is to show my admiration for your tenacity. You have pushed this man, you have pushed this man to the corner. He has now admitted that one Kenyan, the life of one Kenyan is one too many. It never happens in Nigeria. Never ever happens in Nigeria. It never happens. So let me go ahead. I told you earlier that he said he's going to compensate the. He condoled the relatives of those that lost their lives. Now, listen to what he said. Part of the concession now. Listen, Nigerians, listen to what Kenyans forced their president to do for them. He said an independent task force to audit. He's going to set up an independent task force to audit public debts, how public resources have been expanded, and recommend proposal for managing public debts. In Nigeria today, we are borrowing to buy cars, we are borrowing to do this, we are borrowing. An oil producing country, a rich country as Nigeria, we are borrowing. There has never been anybody to challenge the president for borrowing. The president has not come out to say what Ruto did, that he's going to set up an independent task force to audit public debt. We have public debt in Nigeria as if it's no one's business. But Gen Z in Kenya have forced Ruto. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Listen, I admire Kenyans at this point. Nigerians, you guys get mad at me when I say this. You guys get mad at me when I say this. But this thing is being done by Kenyan citizens, Generation Z, young people. It's being done by them. Not, you guys have seen it. Now, now he said, proposal for managing public debt in a manner that does not burden future generation. Have you heard that, Nigeria? Have you heard that? They are going to set up an inquiry to manage. How do I put it? I'm just saying that the debts of Kenya will not be left to future generation. Nigeria has been borrowing from World Bank, from China, from IMF, from Paris Club. For anybody that's willing to give Nigeria money right now, Nigeria will take it. Who's gonna pay? These Nigerian politicians, they take the money, go and send their children abroad, go and buy this mansion in Dubai, go and buy this apartment in London. Nigerians don't say anything. You guys keep quiet. These people destroy the country. I am outspoken. I speak up about it, but you guys come and criticize me. No, listen to Kenyans, okay? Let me continue. Sorry, guys. Let me continue. He's gonna cut the budget. He's gonna cut the budget of Kenya and cut the budget and borrow the difference. Have you heard that? He's gonna cut the budget and borrow the difference. Nigeria, we don't cut budgets. We keep increasing the budget. Now, listen to the most important part that I heard. He said 47 states, these are the concession now. This is what they forced the president to admit. They forced the president to concede. He said the state, 47 state corporations with overlapping responsibilities to be resolved, to be resolved actually, and staff to be transferred to other departments. 47 would duplicate. In Nigeria, we have like now we have Minister of Finance, we have Minister of State for Finance, we have Minister we don't have a petroleum minister, we have a Minister of State for every minister has a Minister of State. And then we have other responsibilities that are duplicated. Nigerians, and this is government money going to all of these things. They spend waste government money. But Nigerians don't say anything. Nigerians don't complain. No, Nigerians don't, nothing. Giant of Africa, I've told you, Giant of Africa is only in your dream. It's only on paper. It does not exist. There's nothing like Giant of Africa. Okay, they have used that. I mean, it can be Giant of Africa in population. That's that. Now, he said, chief admin secretaries. I think that's what they call CAS. Chief admin secretaries to be suspended, I think, or whatever. The first lady, listen now, listen to the juicy parts. The office of the first lady, the budget for the office of the first lady, the office for the office of the deputy first deputy lady.
You don't get money anymore. There's no money. In Nigeria, we have office of vice president's wife. The president's wife is part of the government. Rubbish. Look at Kenyans. They have forced the president to put his wife at the background. Because, when I'm happy. Don't blame me, guys. Okay. Now, when it comes to, he said, budget for renovations reduced by 50%. Right now in Nigeria, listen, this is Kenya. They have reduced budget for renovations, whether it's government properties, government house, state house, stuff like that. It has been reduced by 50%. Right now in Nigeria, they are budgeting, I think, 2 billion or whatever, how many, to refurbish vice president's house. Vice president's house. He has his personal house, he has government house. There's nothing wrong there, but they keep wasting money, and Nigerians keep quiet. Nothing happens. Tax-paying Nigerians keep quiet. Okay. Now, he said no extension of retirement. You know, so when your time comes for you to retire, they don't have to push you to keep working. No, when the time comes to retire in Kenya, you retire. This is concession being made by the president because his citizens, people that elected him, forced him to admit, forced him to a corner. And then it says motor vehicles suspended for 1 year. Purchase of new motor vehicles suspended for 1 year. Nigerians are buying SUVs for judges, buying SUVs for members of House of Representatives, senators, all of them buying SUVs. Okay, and it's not even made, the SUVs are not even assembled in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have a local company, they call it Innocent Motors. They have cars and SUVs. They go to buy Prado Jeep, buy Lexus Jeep, buy what do you call it, G-Wagon. Listen, this is Kenya. Oh man. And then non-essential travel suspended. Have you heard that, Nigeria? Non-essential travel suspended. In Nigeria, the president's entourage is like a procession, like a wedding procession with a president with about 50 or 70 people following him on a travel, and then others are just traveling. We are going to this conference here. We are going to this whatever abroad. Are wasting government money. Here in Kenya, it is being suspended. This never happens in Nigeria. And then say there will be no harambe. From what I understand, harambe means what do you call it? Is it giving, or politicians taking part in supporting youth or stuff like that? I think that's what it means. I put out a video asking for what harambe means, so I'm gonna go back to it later. Now, the president now says, listen to the final part, the most important part now. He says these measures will be followed by changes in government to be announced shortly. What could that be, Kenyans? If you have any suggestion, put it in the comments. Let me talk about it, okay? Yeah, I think that's all for now. So thank you so much, guys. Leave a comment. Those of you that have not still subscribed to my goodness that I'm giving you, these goodies, subscribe to this channel, okay? And leave a comment if you have any question, if you have any advice. You know, I don't shy away. I take advice from anybody. So don't be afraid, don't be scared. Ask me and advise me. I will take it, okay? We grow together, we move together. Viva Kenya. Thank you, guys.